So on your back, lay yourself down. Open up your arms, even if you're not on the roller. Just lay them out like a T. Closing your eyes, take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. You inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Let's take your arms up to the sky. Palms are facing each other. On your inhale, reach the fingertips up high. On your exhale, bring your shoulder blades back down, squeezing the roller or pressing into the mat. Inhale, reaching up, fingertips reach up high. And exhale, shoulders down. Do a few more of those. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, bring it down. Let's do some rotation as you reach up. Fingertips come in so the pinkies are inward. Exhale, palms rotate out, away, shoulders down. Inhale, reaching up, pinkies in, shoulders up. Exhale, shoulders down, palms away. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale down. Good. Take the arms overhead. Let's take some circles with your breath. Inhaling as the arms circle overhead. Exhale as the arms come around towards your hips. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale around. Take the pace and the size of circle that works for you. Doesn't have to be as quick as me. But the breath goes with you, inhaling overhead, exhaling as the arms come down. Let's do one more, and then reverse your direction of your circles. Exhale as the arms go past your hips. Inhale as they circle around and up overhead. Good. Let's do a couple more circles. And then finish off your next circle, bringing your hands to the mat. Take your feet up one at a time. Remember to tuck your tailbone under first if you're on the roller especially, creating a flat back, no space. And then bring your feet up to tabletop. Heels about the same height as your knees. If you want more challenge, you can always balance on just the elbows or bring the hands down for more stability. Let's do the toe taps today. One at a time. Exhale as you bring the toe to the floor. Inhale it back up. Exhale, switch legs. And inhale it back up. So going at your own pace, just remember to use your full exhale breath out as the foot taps the floor. Inhale it back to the tabletop position each time. You can close your eyes to create more instability. Kind of check in where you are, see which side you tend to kind of fall on the most. I find myself going to the right. Exhale as you bring your foot down. Do a few more, still just warming up. Last couple. And bring the feet back down to the mats. All right, we warmed up our core here. Hands come behind your head. Next part of our abdominal warm up, we're gonna have your elbows come in a little bit here so your ribs don't flare out. Inhale as you prepare. Exhale out of your mouth, lift the head, neck, and shoulders up. And your gaze is right past your knees. Inhale as you float your head back down, gently. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale back down. Exhale, floating up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Two more, then we do pulses. Exhale up. Inhale, floating down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Now lift up and hold it up there. Small pulses, exhaling breath out. As you lift higher, exhale each time, lifting up. Drawing the navel towards your belly button. Each time you lift up. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back down. Good job. Release the arms back to the mat. Float your feet back up to tabletop, this time with your feet flexed. Second part of our reaches, leg reaches. Heels reach towards the mat and come back up. Doesn't have to touch, remember my rule. It can float somewhere where you feel that core working. And again, if you want less balance, if you want to challenge it, just have the elbows on the mat. Whoa. If you want more abs, extend that leg out in front of you a little bit further, down towards the mat, but not fully extending the leg all the way. So maintain some bend in the knee. Exhale down and inhale up. Keep going. Take a peek at you guys. Full deep exhale out of the mouth each time. Good. Finish off your last set. And then you bring your feet back down to the floor. Last one we're going to do here is the balance, the ultimate balance one with the, remember, you can use your hands to support you. Basically, all you'll have left at that point is usually just the fingertips here on the mat. So just head, neck, shoulders come up at the same time as your leg, and the leg can be bent or straight if you want to. So take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders up, and the right leg, and the hands come with you, or just fingertips. And back down on your inhale. Exhale, lifting up, head, neck, shoulders, legs, switching legs, reach, and come back down on your inhale breath. Exhale, lift. Switch each time. And back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower back down. Remember, every time you bring your head up, imagine you're squishing a piece of fruit under your chin first, like nodding, yes. And then come back down. So we're not just doing a facelift. Nod the head, squeeze the chin, and lift. And back down. Exhale, lift. And inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale down, last set. Exhale, lift. And down. Exhale, lift. And down. Good job. Come off of your roller any graceful way that you can. I do elbows and roll to one side. And you'll use a roller for a cat-cow stretch right now if you want to. If you don't, and you like the good old normal cat-cow, just hands under your shoulders and tucking the tailbone under, arch the back and lift up your gaze, shoulders stay down as you inhale. Exhale, round the spine, head comes down. This is where your tailbone tucks under. Then you exhale. Inhale, arching, looking up. Exhale, rounding, tail comes under. Keep going. I'm going to move my computer under the umbrella a little bit better. There's a few drops of rain, you know. Keep going. Just in case it rains on us, I can still do it out here. I don't feel like going in for anything. And come into a neutral spine when you finish your last direction. And we'll go to our opposite arm and leg reaches with a little bonus movement. We'll do a tuck in with the knee towards the nose every time we bring that leg out. So you reach it out as you inhale here. Right leg, left arm, or whatever you want, as long as it's opposite. Then you bring it in, tuck, and reach, and replace. Other side, reach, exhale, tuck, inhale, reach, and replace. So I want you to just continue at your own pace. Some people like doing these pretty quickly, but I just want to make sure that you're not going too fast, that when you switch sides, you maintain that control Level hips. And there's not too much movement in the body, as minimal as possible. Switch gently, exhale, bring it in, really round the spine, knee to the nose, reach it again, and switch. So each movement has a breath. Inhale, reach, exhale, tuck, inhale, reach, exhale, replace. Let's do one more on each side. If you've finished and you're really done, then you sit back into child's pose and we'll all reset there. Into child's pose here, knees wide to the sides. Reach the arms long in front of you. All right, you're gonna lie on your tummy. We're gonna do a little bit of the prone work here. If you do have a roller, it's a good time to use it. Remember, if you don't have one, all this stuff can be done without the roller. If you have it, you're going to have your wrists on the roller here. And as you draw the roller towards you, the palms rotate down. So you're resting your palms into the roller. And so I'm not coming up very high here, but if you want to come higher, bring the roller closer to start. And then it lifts you even more, see? Otherwise, hands out in front of you, and you can slide them up or walk them up and down, all right? So I'm using the roller. Take your inhale to prepare. Exhale, press the roller towards you, lifting the chest up, feet stay on the ground, shoulders stay down. And inhale as you come back down to release. You can even take your shoulders with you if you have the roller. Shoulders go up to the ears for a little stretch. Exhale, draw the shoulders back down first and pull the roller towards you. Pressing down on the roller, shoulders are down, and come back down. If you need more room for the shoulders, wider hands, that really helps. And if the low back feels tight, you can also open the feet apart a little bit wider as well. Inhale, reach. Exhale, press down and lift up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, shoulders draw back down, ribs gather together. A few more. These feel awesome. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, press down. Hold it here. Everybody meet me at the top. Look over one shoulder and middle, other shoulder and middle, and float back down. All right, bottom half. All right, so move the roller away, and hands can be by your sides, and we're gonna, or under your forehead if you like. So either or. Take your inhale to prepare. Exhale, floating the legs only. And if you want to lift the head, you can. Otherwise, and the arms, you can do the whole thing if your hands are back behind you and float back down. You can have your hands underneath your forehead if you like to just focus on the legs. So your choice. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, floating up. Inhale, float them down. Exhale, float them up. Inhale, float them down. It's raining. Exhale, float them up. And down. Last two. Exhale, float them up. And down. Next one, float them up. Hold, hold, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring them down. Now we're gonna all swim. And if you want to do the swimming with the arms, feel free. Arms will start out in front of you. And if you don't want to use arms and upper body, just leg kicks, just keep the head here. Take your inhale to prepare. Exhale, float everything up. And opposite arm as leg goes, slow first. And then faster once you got it. Swim, swim, swim. Shoulders down. They like to creep for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Press up to go back to child's pose and hold stretch, counter stretch here. If you know that you love to do a downward dog as your counter stretch or something, that's an option. Feel free to press yourself up with the hips go up to the sky. And you can do a downward dog, kind of treading the feet, bending one knee at a time if you're doing that. All right, let's go back to some more ab work and kind of like a pancake, we're flipping both sides. Let's go onto your back and take your knees into tabletop. We're gonna do our hundreds. Remember on hundreds, up to you if you hold the head up the whole time while we do our arm pumps. Legs optionally can be here or mix and match. Hold one hand with hold the head with one hand if you want to as well. Ready? Take your favorite arrangement. Inhale. Exhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders up. And begin. Let's go for it. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, come down. Hug your knees. Good job. All right. Next, legs in the tabletop again. Hands behind your head, interlace fingers. Do our single knee stretch. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders up. Rotate towards the right knee, extend the left out in front of you, and switch on your exhale. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Done, and rest. Head comes down. I think it's under the umbrella fully, just a little paranoid. I'm gonna pull this, don't mind me, the table is on. I'm extra careful. It's actually not my laptop. It's owned by my other job. Okay, so we're about to get wet over here. And I don't care. All right, let's do, the next one will be our rollover. So any variation of a rollover that you like, let's go for it. So you'll have your legs up to start the ceiling of the rainy sky. Take your inhale. Lower the legs a little bit. Exhale, lift up and over and roll. Open, flex, and roll down. Ah, I thought this was a great idea. Yeah. A few sprinkles is not a big deal. All right, guys. You guys take a stretch, or actually keep doing this one. I'm going to pause the recording. All right, I'm inside now. Same class. And we did our rollovers, right? So yeah, it's raining. I'm going to teach now. All right. So let's get on to the next part. It's really entertaining, huh? Okay, next. Let's do our single knee stretch where we grab the leg, okay? On our back. And take your inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders up, and grab the right leg, and left goes extended in front of you. Switch on your exhale. Keep going. Good. Exhale out of the mouth each time you bring that knee in. Keep going. Good. And last 4, 3, 2, and 1. And rest. Hug your knees to your chest. Gently rock the knees side to side. Good. Awesome. We'll do our double knee stretch. Remember on this one, I always let you guys know that you can have the head stay up in the traditional way. The head stays up the whole time. In my way, I bring the head down with each time we reach, and then I lift the head up on the scoop. So take your pick. Legs and tabletop to start with. Take your inhale as you reach the arms overhead. Legs extend in front of you. Exhale, lift the head, scoop everything in. Good. Inhale, reach. Lower the head if you are. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, reach. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, reach. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, reach. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, reach. Exhale, scoop. 3 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, reach. Exhale, scoop. I can't even. And last one. Good job. And hug your knees to your chest. I guess the dogs thought that I left, you know, and so I came back and they hadn't welcomed me back home since I came all the way back inside from the back porch. Yeah, fun class. Shanti, stay. I'll play with you later. Good job, you guys. All right, so let's move into different position. Time to get off the back. Let's do hands and knees again. We're going to do the booty lifts. I definitely don't want to forget that. So if you have any weighted ankle things, please feel free to put those on now if they aren't already on. And it's a good moment for that. So hands and knees here. And you're going to just do your right leg up here behind you and start pressing up to little small lifts. I'm going to move back a smidge so I'm not cutting off the leg. All right, so for here, right leg up, flex the foot a lot, and that leg is in that perfect 90-degree angle. If you feel like coming down to the forearms, feel free to do that as well here. Tiny little lifts here. Exhale each time you lift. So the goal is about a second each second you lift. So I know we all have an interpretation of what a second is. So go for it. While you're doing this, draw the navel in towards your spine. Good. So we don't want to have any relaxation in the abs, and we don't want the low back to arch as well, like this, or collapsing in the shoulders. So keep pressing yourself away from the mat. Keep going. Tiny lifts, a few inches or so. Good. Each time you lift up, it's the exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And rest, switch legs, then we stretch after the second side. When you switch legs, make sure you drop that hip down. It will try to open up like that, so make sure the hips are square to the mat below you. Ready? Flex that foot and keep that 90-degree angle going now. Exhale each time you lift, and up and up. Good. I bet it stopped raining the moment I came inside. Maybe. Yeah. That was fun. Like a little sprinkle, that was okay. It's kind of fun. Big drops smacking my face and I'm lying on my back. Always an adventure. Keep going. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now we sit back towards your heels again. Stretch out the glutes, the sore glutes on fire. And on to the next. All right, we're gonna do some side lying right now. You're gonna be resting on your left side, and I'll be on my right. Make sure that there's enough room so my leg doesn't get cut off. Good. We're gonna start with our plank. Side plank, as usual. elbow right under your shoulder. If it's anywhere outside of it, you'll feel like it's just getting away from you as soon as you pop up to the plank. Take your hips, stack them. Make sure that that top hip is not rolling back. And any variation of plank you need to do to modify, feel free. 1, 2, 3, and lift off your plank. Top leg can float if you want to. Top arm reaches up. Exhale as you rotate and hug. Inhale to open. Exhale, hug. Inhale, open. Exhale, hug. Inhale, open. Last 2, exhale, hug. Rotate a lot. Inhale, open. 1 more. And open. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Next one, you know the drill. Knees are bent, feet are together and lifted. Top hand can be on the hip, the floor, or on the outside of the thigh to give you resistance on the open. Arm is like a pillow, the bottom arm, and just making sure that I'm not rounding. Good, so your spine is nice and straight and your heels about aligned with your glutes behind you. Ready? Open on your inhale, top knee opens. Exhale, close and give yourself resistance. Inhale to open, exhale. Try not to let the knees come together, and they do, but a lot of resistance as you exhale through the mouth. Inhale to open, and exhale, close. Good. Inhale, open, and exhale, close. So I'm going pretty slow on that closing part just to create more resistance and get a lot more out of this. So go at the pace that works for you. Some people like to do them quick ones like this. Whatever you're doing, continue with that breath. Good. Open, close. Let's do a few more. Finish off a couple more. And last one. And rest. We will stretch out that leg after the kicks. All right, so that top leg floats to hip height here. Again, your elbow is right under your shoulder. And remember, this is the most important part of the checklist, is not sinking into that shoulder like this. So really press yourself up and stay, it's a working position, almost like doing a side plank. Flex that foot as you kick the foot forward and bring it back, point the toes as you take it back. If you need some more stability, you can always bend that bottom leg. Good. Inhale as you sweep the leg forward and kick. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, back. Remember, when it goes back, it doesn't have to go super far behind you, whatever's comfy for the low back. And the goal is really thinking of elongating out of the hip, bringing that leg long behind you, that it's getting longer as it comes behind you. You can even do a pretty little ballet thing. I always feel like this one is like water ballet style. Couple more. A lot more graceful in the water though. Last one. And now we get to stretch. So take that leg that's been working, that hip is tight, line your back, and let's do figure 4. That leg that was just kicking is the one that crosses over and it's flexed, the flexed foot. If you want to do any variation of figure 4 stretch here, feel free. Sometimes just bringing that other foot down and pressing the knee open feels really good for the hip as well. Like so many different things you can do here. Or hugging that leg like a baby, kind of cradling it. You can have the other leg bent still, moving it around. Let's stay here for about 20 more seconds and give your hip a chance. Rain stopped. All right, next. Yes, we have to do the other side. Oh, yeah. All right, let's get this over with. All right, I want to just remember that that you do whatever position you did on the other side. I want to make sure that my arm is not getting cut off. I guess it kind of does, though. All right, ready? Elbow right under your shoulder, other side. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift up. Open up that top arm. Leg is up if you did that. Exhale, scoop, rotate, hug. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale, open. 2 more. Exhale. And open. Last one. Exhale. Open and rest. All right, arm is your pillow. Knees bent. All right, spine is long. Hit hand wherever it was on the other side. All right, opening up that top knee. Inhale. Exhale, close and resist. Inhale. Exhale. So find that pace that you had on the other side. Deep exhale with the close. A few more. Last 2. And 1. And rest. All right, prop yourself back up for the leg swings, kicks. Propping yourself up with that elbow right under your shoulder, like we already did on the plank. Top leg is up, same height. The foot's the same height as the hip here. Bottom leg straight. If you did that on the other side, I should probably take my own advice. And sweep that leg forward, hello bottom of my foot, and take it back, point the toes back. Good. And then just adjust yourself using, the camera here. If you can see yourself, then it really helps to kind of constantly adjust, just like this is the mirror in the studio. And just making sure that as we start getting into it, we don't forget about that supporting shoulder. We don't sink into it. It's really starts to happen quickly and subtly. And before you know it, after a few, we start sinking. So really pressing yourself away. Very difficult exercise to do perfectly. Inhale, sweep, flex. Exhale, take it back, point. Inhale, sweep, and flex. Exhale, back. 2 more. Inhale, sweep. And exhale, back. Inhale, sweep. And exhale, take it back. And finally, some respite for the hip. Second side, cross over. Do whatever you did on the other side to really match that stretch. Mix and match. Make sure the foot is flexed, that's crossed over here. Opening up that knee if you need to. You can always experiment with that kind of side-to-side motion. Whatever variation you're doing, sometimes that really just targets the hip in another way just by moving left and right. Doesn't take much. At this point, another 20 seconds or so. Alrighty. I think it's a good time to do some seated stuff, teaser. Since we just stretched out our hips, we'll want to do it again after teaser, but we'll do a roll back, the halfway one, and teaser. Let's start with the one that doesn't target the hips so much. First, we'll do our half roll back. And remember, on the half roll back, you decide how far halfway really is. So you can kind of decide that based on how long you can stay for a while with all those breaths. We will do 3 breath cycles for each round, for each set. Take an inhale to start with. Nice and tall, sitting up on your sitting bones. Long spine. Exhale, curl the tailbone under, rounding out the spine, hollowing out the belly. Find a spot you can hang for a bit. Inhale, stay. Exhale, stay. Shoulders relaxed. Inhale, stay. Exhale, stay. Last one. Inhale, stay. Exhale, come back up, leading with the forehead, staying in that C shape, and unfurl the spine as you come up to your sitting bones again. Inhale at the top. Exhale, curl the tailbone under, rounding the spine. Shoulders stay down, but not roll forward. Stay there for an inhale breath. Exhale. Inhale, stay. Exhale. Shaking, inhale, stay. And exhale, come up like a C shape. And stack up tall. Last round, but then we also add little pulses just to, throw in a little more torture. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll back. Find that spot. Inhale, stay. Exhale. Inhale, stay. Exhale. Inhale, stay. Now pulses. Exhale, little pulse. Just 6 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and come up. Oh my God, I'm dying. Oh my God. And I collapsed. Can't even keep it together. Oh, good job, you guys. Relax your shoulders. They might feel kind of tight after that. Roll them around. Teaser with 2 parts, and then we get to stretch out our hips again. All right, hip flexors will kind of grip a little bit just from this stuff because they're trying to help stay stable. So it's all kind of part of the package. If you want to do any teaser with single legs, you can also come up and lower down, that kind of thing if you want to. Just mix and match. Just make sure that you're even on both sides because I'm not going to cue single side variations. So, all right, so just do one at a time until we're done. And if you need to finish off one more side, you'll know what to do. So everybody else, full legs to the knees bent position of teaser. And lengthen the spine a little bit here. And if you want to do straight legs, feel free to do that now. Otherwise, we're going to do some rotation, reaching the outside arm touches to the floor, and then back to the other side. Outside arm touches. So you rotate as much as you can. Get that touch in. Exhale each time. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Feet come together. Butterfly stretch for a moment to stretch out the hips, relax them. We'll get our real hip relief after the second round of teaser. All right, feels so good to counter stretch. Second part, and this will be open and closes with the legs lowering and lifting, upper body lowering and lifting as well. So your choice to vary it if you want to also do something like this, kind of a nice little taps. Do whatever makes for a good modification for you today. All right, everybody in the teaser, legs bent or straight. And I'm gonna go from bent knees and straighten them as I open and lower. Exhale and come up to bent. That's my favorite. Inhale, open. Exhale, lift. Inhale, open. Exhale, lift. Inhale, open. Exhale, lift. Inhale, open. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale, open. Exhale. 1 more. Exhale. Good job. If you want to do figure 4 stretch now, you can lie on your back and do your figure 4 again, or what am I calling it? Pigeon. I don't know why. I hate calling it pigeon. I think at yoga class, they started calling it swan. Sounds so much more elegant and beautiful. So let's do the swan pose, formerly known as pigeon. If it bothers your knee, you know, I might not be ready for it. Last week, the knee was kind of wonky, so I'm actually going to go back to figure 4. Swan can wait till next week. That pose, when you're up on the knees, it definitely is a lot more impact. So the knees have to be happy with it. If not, definitely back off and do a variation of figure 4, figure 7. I still think this looks like a 7. It might not. Still on the same first side. Good. And last little bit on the side before I switch. Okay, switching sides, figure 4, 7, or anything in between. About 20 more seconds for this side. All right, so I'm gonna grab your roller again, and we're staying on our back. If you don't have the roller, you can do all the same stuff without it, or a pillow or a yoga block also works. Right, so if you have the roller, bring it underneath your sacrum. Hands are gonna grab the outside ends of your roller. Legs are gonna go up to the ceiling. I know you probably can't see them. I'm not sure if it's getting cut off. But you're flexing the feet at the top. And if you're out just on the mat, that's fine too. Just make sure that when you do both the straight legs stretch, that you don't go too far down so the low back won't be compromised and arching. Exhale as the legs come down. Point the toes as the legs come up. If you're on a bolster or a yoga block or the roller, you definitely have more range to go so the low back doesn't get compromised, doesn't arch. So you can really get a lot more out of this. Exhaling as the legs go down. Inhale as they come up. Good. Up and down. Now we're going to add some circles. As the legs come down, flex the feet, legs come down, point the toes, circle around towards your face and up to the ceiling. Lower, flex the feet, point around towards your face and up, and flex feet lower, point around and back up. Good. Few more of these. If you're not on any prop, then just make your circles a little smaller. If that helps. Modify as needed. Flexing the feet down, point around for the rest. Last 2. Last 1. Rest between directions. Let the feet dinkle down. They can come to the floor if you want a full break. And whatever you're doing, knees sway side to side, whether the feet are up or down. Windshield wiper knees, and part 2, legs are up. They're going to circle open from the top and around out in front of you and back up. If you want, you can flex the feet as they circle around, and then you point the toes as they come up. Flex the feet around, point the toes together and up. Exhale when the legs go out and around in front of you. Inhale for the up return part. Exhale around. Inhale up. This always makes me miss the reformer. And like I'm having major reformer withdrawals, considering buying one. So a couple more. One more. And rest. Let the feet dangle again. Rock the knees side to side. And we'll do our splits, and then we come off of this thing, okay? So we didn't do the splits in the regular supine position, so we're really gonna maximize this one. Now that we're super warmed up, take your split as big as comfortably allowable for your hamstrings and switch. Switch. So remember, as always, paying attention to your hips, that the pelvis stays really still and quiet, and we're not kind of going for a free-for-all kick fest, but just really making sure that this is controlled. Nice big splits. Feel free to go faster if you'd like to, as long as it's controlled. Tacking on a second part to this before we end. And then small flutters, feet together, lower a little bit in front of you, flutter kick, inhaling for a bunch of flutters. And exhale out the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. One more round. Inhale. And exhale. And rest. Whew, good job. Hug the knees. Actually, you can come off your roller or prop, whatever you're on, hug the knees with just a nice flat back on the mat. Little circles. So stirring both the knees in one direction. Stir them around the other direction. We are going to finish off with some bridges. As always, if you want to use a roller for more challenge for the hamstrings and glutes to kind of fire up more, I recommend it. Just get a little bit more out of it. If you don't want to use a roller, that's fine. Shoulders, roll them back and down. Nice and open here with the collarbone facing the ceiling. Feet are kind of close to you, not too close, not too far. And you'll find that perfect spot gets more situated after the first round. Arms by your side. More challenge, less stability would be palms facing each other. Just the forearms would be up off the mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, curl the tailbone under, pressing your feet into the mat or the roller. Knees reach forward. Roll all the way up to your shoulder blades. And inhale at the top. Exhale to roll back down. I'm going to bring my arms back down just for more stability. Inhale, stay. Exhale, peeling up. Really reach those knees forward like they're shooting in that forward direction, both up and down. And roll back down. Try and touch one vertebra at a time. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, peeling up. Knees reach forward. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. Good. Let's do a couple more and we'll just do a single breath for up and a single breath for down. Stay for inhale to prepare. Exhale, peeling up. Inhale, roll down. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, come down. One more. Exhale, roll up. Small pulses, staying up here. Lower the hips about 3 inches down, up, down, up. Exhale each time you come up. Down, exhale, up. Down, exhale, up. Even on your feet. Down, exhale, up. Squeeze the glutes when you come up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll down, 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 down. Good. Hug your knees to your chest. Rock the knees side to side. If you want to use that roller out in front of you for need a chest stretch, feel free. You can also bring the roller or a pillow under your head for the stretch. Sometimes that helps. And you don't have to have the roller at all. Hold that knee to chest stretch and then begin stirring the pot. Single knee stirs. Other way. And switch legs. Okay. Hold the stretch first before we stir. And now begin stirring pot. Small circles. Good. Both directions. Let's go the other way. I think we have time for a modified mermaid stretch. So you know me, I hate having any class without side bending. It's just, it feels like cardinal sin for Pilates. Come on up to a seated position here. And you're going to take your roller out to the side of you. And we're just going to go into an inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift up and over. Remember, if you don't have a roller, you just walk the hands out. And try to keep that hip down of the leaning side. Long in the side of the waist here on the inside side. And open inhale. Exhale, lift up first and side bend. Shoulder down, arm slightly in front of your face. And open inhale. Exhale. Rotate on this one. Walk the arms out or roll it out. Inhale, reach. And exhale, bring it in. One more reach or walk out. Slide it out. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring it in. Top arm opens. Other arm, let's go of the roller. Side bend, bending that in the other elbow to let you go a little further. Opening up to that top arm if you want more stretch. For the psoas area here. And rest. Other side. Switch your stance. Other leg in front. Arm extended just to the pinky finger. And the reaching arm is with the palm up. Inhale. Exhale, lift up first. And then side bend. Good. Left hip reaches down. Inhale to open. Exhale, side bend. Lift first, up first, and then side. Arm slightly front. Inhale to open. Exhale, last time for the side bend. Continue into rotation. Hands walk out or roll out as you inhale out. Exhale, bring it up and in. Inhale out. And exhale, bring it in. Open the arm out to touch. Other arm comes overhead. Elbows bent to lean into it. Open up to the top arm. Really feeling into that side of the hip, psoas area, getting a good stretch here. And rest.